As you saw in yesterday's video, Auntie Sophie doesn't want to start. There's fuel, there's spark, but no go. I sprayed brake cleaner directly into the air take. Still nothing. Mimi suggested that possibly it's the fuel inertia cutoff switch, but I pressed that. Steve Perry suggested maybe letting it run out of fuel has clogged up the filter, but surely it would still go, spraying brake cleaner into the air intake. One thing for sure though, I'm going to have to pull it out so I can get a better gander underneath the bonnet, so I can get a better gander underneath the bonnet, because down there it's rather dark. Yep, this is me talking to you with the microphone switched off yet again. Seems to happen quite a lot, this does. Bit annoying. Well, too late now. Windsor Davis, pulling Auntie Sophie out of the shed. Things are always clearer the next day, and I've got an idea. Well, because this is in the dark in the corner, you can miss things ever so slightly, and pulling this out has helped me spot something. The pipe into the air intake has a split just under there, and as I sprayed the brake cleaner in, the majority of that would have just run out of the split at the bottom. That combined with the throttle body being closed, maybe that would explain why that didn't work. So I'm going to try it again. That might just about do. See? I didn't run out of ideas as far as fixing this car is concerned, but I was running out of time. Running out of time, sort of, because in 2 days' time I'm going to the Ellen Road car show thingy in Milnrow, and I really do want to go, and I need a car that's prepared for it. And what car should I be taking? Well, the obvious answer is Toby Charles. Toby Charles finally going back on the road, having spent 3 months sat around on Senior Mustard's driveway, a quarter of its MOT wasted by being sat idle. It will be the first show I've attended with a car that isn't Nigel. What do you think of that, eh? But of course, I'm not going to do this without the car being a bit cleaned up. And after all, it has been sat for months, 3 months. And that's quite a while. That's certainly long enough for it to get a bit on the grubby side. And it has done. It's got a bit grubby side indeed. And a bit, well, flat battery side. But that's been sorted out. It no longer has a flat battery because it's been charged up, because I've charged it up. And now Toby Charles is ready again for the road. And I'm most definitely ready to use it again. I've missed that car. I've missed it more than I realised. When I opened up the door and that proper R8 smell hit me, yes, stop. This is my car. I don't want to sell this car. I know I do. I know I probably will sell it. I know I would I would sell it if somebody offered me some decent money for it, but I'm not going to go out my way to sell it. Got to talk some shit in this video today. There we go, people. I'm very sorry that this is quite a short video, but I like a daily update of some kind of thing. And so, who can guess how long this video is? Hello and welcome to another rather exciting episode of Secrets of the Nigel. And today I shall be taking this box of goodies over to my other car. Yesterday I went up to Senior Mustard's house to start cleaning up Toby Charles because it had been 3 months or thereabouts from when he last had a wash. The only thing is I did forget quite a few items to complete this cleaning process. So hopefully today that is what I shall be able to do. Good. Let's go. By the way, it's time that Harry Seacombe went up for sale, I think. So, is anybody interested? Should I do a no-nonsense sales pitch video? Or do you want to just come along and look at it and buy it? So, do you think it's going to rain today? Hopefully it won't rain properly, because what I still have to do is another wash for the car because I didn't really do that good a job of it, and I didn't have my drying towel, so I couldn't make it look non-smeary. The 420 GSI badge has fallen off, but luckily it fell off while it was just sat, so I can stick it back on. There's a bit of trim that's come off around the wheel arch, and I have that bit of trim. Hopefully I also have the correct piece of trim clip to stick it back on again. And as well as that, it wants a rather jolly good vacuuming, because that's not been done for a while. Well, obviously it's not been done. It's not been done for at least 3 months. Cars don't vacuum themselves out, do they? God, I make myself annoyed sometimes. I just saw a lady filming as she went by the lake then. Filming as she walks by the lake with a phone like that as I drove by. So on her little film, she'll see a Night Fire Red Rover 600 with me doing this. I bet if I check the weather forecast, it's going to rain quite a lot, and it's going to rain tomorrow as well. Well, that's all nice and waxed, as you can see, but the roof currently isn't. As well as quite needing a vacuum in here, as you can see down there, it's rather grubby. There is a rather horrible mark on the windscreen from my previous phone holder that was rather sticky. Look, see? I could do with getting rid of that. So, that's what we have here. Clean glass can make a huge difference on the presentation of a car. That's true, that's the glass clean, although I can't tell whether I've done a good job or not because it's raining. Next job will be to get rid of some dusty stuff. So here we go. Simmons Gloss Dash Shine. It's guaranteed to clean, protect and shine. Guaranteed, you see that? Hope so. Yeah. Reminds me of spring cleaning. Yeah. Spring cleaning. Coming home from school and Baroness Mustard cleaning the house and insisting that we help. Yeah, which was really not very exciting at all. I remember that very well. I thought I spent quite a while gathering up bits of products ready to give this the proper clean that it needs that I couldn't quite manage yesterday because I forgot a few bits. And guess what? Yep, I have. I've forgotten a few bits today as well. Well, that's the plastics looking quite a bit nicer. Now, on to this, the missing badge. I didn't realise that's how they put the badge on. Well, I did realise, but what I mean is I thought it would be some sort of sticky thing that was exactly to shape and stuck on, rather than just bits that look like they've been knifed. Anyway, that's fine because I have got it all off with the help of panel wipe. So now with just a bit of rubbing compound, I shall sort out any scratches I may have made. And now we have a debadged 420. Looks quite good. Of course, debadging is what you do when you have the poverty spec car and you don't want anyone to know about it. When you have the top of the range, like I do, the 420 GSI, you want your badge on there. Many years ago, in fact 25 years ago, I was working with a chap called Jeremy, and he had a brand new 620 Ti, and he had it debadged. And he said, it's good to have a wolf in sheep's clothing. He loved that car. It was going on about how fast it was and stuff. And then the following week he said, no, why should I? No, why shouldn't I show off about it? It's the best car they did. I'm putting the badge back on. This would make a good t-shirt. Although the Americans would probably get the wrong impression. Become a bit of a washout suddenly. Too much rain to really do anything. I just noticed my headlining is starting to go a bit saggy as well in places. That's a pity. I don't really want this one to be saggy. I don't mind it in anything else, but this one, I want it to be just right. Feeling a bit peckish now. Until tomorrow. There's nothing else I can do. It's too wet. And miserable.